My name is Benjamin Shuku. I am a fitness, health, and wellness coach and an adventurer. My first experience happened to be a major mountain I climbed, happened to be Mount Cameroon. And it changed my fitness. The way it changed it was I underrated it initially. I wasn't that, but when I realized it was a daunting task, it made me to, prepare for subsequent ones. So the subsequent mountains I did, I made sure that I was in a great physical condition before climbing.
This is #50 African Story. 23 stories discovered, 27 to go. Prepare to be inspired.
It's time to talk.
When I read about a South African, the first South African to reach the pinnacle of the world, Sibusiso Dillon, what he has achieved. But before I read that book, I've been hiking, going to hilly areas like the to climb some hills there. So at that point, when I read about his speed and what he achieved, I thought to myself that, look, I have to try this. And that was how I started putting plans together to knock down the mountains that I will be climbing. So that's how I got into mountaineering. But because I have the dream of climbing the highest mountain in the world, which is Mount Everest, 29,029 feet above sea level, you need to scale some mountains that are high-rise mountains that challenge you as well, that puts you in that gives you the experience. So Mount Kilimanjaro happens to be the highest in Africa, and it's the highest freestanding mountain. So it's a good thing to start with that, gain experience of what that altitude is like, even though it's 19,340 meters, but it gave me it's a starting point. So for anyone who is planning to get into mountaineering, Mount Kilimanjaro, especially from Africa, Mount Kilimanjaro is a great place to start, and it was the most physically challenging thing I've ever done. Mental strength and resilience played a very great role in my climbing the mountains I've climbed so far, but particularly Mount Kilimanjaro, because it got to a point where when I was climbing, especially the nights before the summit, because we left for the summit at about 12 midnight, and we got to the summit by 7 a.m. Around 2 a.m. while we were climbing, I got a cameraman to help me to do a movie documentary of all the altitudes. Because the higher you go, the lesser the oxygen. So, and that could lead to what is called altitude sickness, nausea, vomiting, and all that, and kind of like having this brain fog pain. But I thought about it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I said, look, I have to achieve this. What it will take to finally achieve what I have dreamed of all along. I have to, at that point, deploy mental resilience, and finally I was able to achieve that. It was a great one for me. My next dream is Mount Everest. If I achieve that, I hope to be the first Nigerian to get to the pinnacle of the world. It's a great one. It takes like 2 months before you get to the summit. A lot is involved. There are 14 mountains higher than 8,000 meters. That is 26,000 feet. So I plan to climb those 14 mountains. I plan to climb the 7 highest mountains in each continent of the world, a trek to the North Pole and South Pole, and a dive to the deepest part of the Earth, that's the Mariana Trench, in 1 calendar year. If I achieve this, it will redefine the limits of human endurance, and I think it will push the boundaries of exploration for the entire world. So that's my ultimate dream as an adventurer. But of course, I have to start small by doing smaller mountains, doing treks, and do some other climbs before attempting Mount Everest. So I just plan to take it one step at a time, get people to know me, start doing small challenges around, build fan base, the audience, talk to them about it, and let them know how I am preparing and how some of the lessons I've learned can be incorporated into their own lives to achieve whatever thing they want to achieve. Because for me, it's the physical mountain But for every other person, we have mountains to climb, whether it's our career, whether it's our relationship, finance, whatever thing. But the principles are the same. I am an African, and this